Hey guys, it's Will. Hopefully you're having a great day today. In this video, we're going to be jumping into KULR stock. It's a stock KULR. The problem with the company that has been interesting, we were taking a look at Palantir there, is that they've sold off quite a bit since their peak. Not really holding a consistent pattern, and breaking below the 200-day moving average is interesting. We'll get into it. I know that KULR stock, if you go to KULR Technology, you can check out their website. It says building an energy management platform. Take a look at some of their partnerships. They're partnered with NASA, Molicel, Lockheed Martin, Department of Transportation, and Federal Aviation. Now, some of their partnerships in the tech space, aside from NASA and Lockheed Martin, they're also working directly with the government agencies. I think they're with Navy, they're with Army. So Navy, they are working on battery systems. You could see they specialize in thermal management, energy storage. They have another partnership with Army that's interesting. It's part of their KULR Vibe software. So essentially, they work with Army on the Apache helicopter and some other aircraft, the Black Hawk, and then also you can see Marine Corps. And also, I guess they're working not just in that level, but also in maybe sustainable energy or other things that have vibrations that they'd like to. Their software basically identifies those vibrations. Could be helicopters, could be something like this. And it identifies how the software identifies how to reduce the vibrations. Now, as you guys know, there's a ton of vibrations in a lot of different aircrafts. And so whether it's drones or renewable energy, aviation, helicopters, the vibrations usually add more wear and tear on those vehicles and make it to where you have to spend more money, basically building that or, fixing them, or even they can lead to crashes. And so they have a software that uses AI that can, I'm assuming with a few different sensors, identify different anomalies in the vibrations and help the vehicle achieve more balance. So they have that going for them. They have the batteries here, the KULR One batteries. They are paying SpaceX to launch these batteries into space in 2026 in the rideshare mission. I really like these types of companies. I think that space tech is really great to follow. I have a friend that works at Rocket Lab, one of my best friends. So I've been following the space companies for a while. I'm pretty big on SpaceX. I like to see a lot of AI companies for sure and quantum, but some of these space companies are really interesting to watch. And this is one that when I first found this stock, I was really pretty skeptical. And then I started to identify some of their partnerships. And also they got some cool merch, like they're adding merch. They got things that kind of build maybe some good relationships with people. Speaking of which, t-shirts, we have our Stockmate t-shirts that have been landing in the inboxes of people that join Stockmate. If you guys ever want to watch me trade live at Market Open, one thing you can look for is the Stockmate apparel. So if you go to Stockmate, I'm not quite sure how to search it. You can find it. And if you look there, you'll find it. And so anyway, you get a free t-shirt. Think that's cool. The reason we're able to do it for free is because you enroll in Stockmate lifetime access, which is a one-time payment. If you'd like to watch me trade live, it's the place. Why would you look at KULR stock today and say, oh, maybe there's some potential? Well, their news looks good, their tech looks good, but the stock has been selling off. So you can kind of see this trend develop. It's starting to sell off, and it almost looks like a market cycle. So as you can see, that's a trend right there, downward. It's below the 200-day moving average. It is now consolidating a little bit left to right the past few days. You can see this consolidation. We don't know, maybe it's about to recover, maybe break above that 200-day moving average. But nevertheless, this is how it looks. And it kind of looks like a market cycle. If you know what a market cycle looks like, it kind of looks like this. And it's where you're like riding and you go to the very top and then it comes down and then it starts to push up and you chase higher highs and then it sells off. And so this is kind of how a market cycle looks. It looks like when you have a Bitcoin pump, maybe like 2017 is a perfect example of that. This is what it looks like. One big peak and then kind of like a bounce up and then a sell off. Now, that's kind of what we see here. One big peak to $5.50, sell off, and then a recovery up to $4 before selling off more. And so it's possible that this is, now the new normal. This level here is a level it's consolidated at before, and maybe we see it kind of hold this level and start to, be healthy and go from left to right. And maybe we see it go from left to right consistently, and that looks like something that could happen. But I just want you guys to be aware, I'm not going to be buying and holding it or anything like that, but we do love to trade this stock because of the volatility, and we'll see if any opportunities present themselves. Right now you can see the support. The chart looks like this, and so you got the support and the resistance. And if you look, actually it went way too small, from left to right you can see this movement that's happening, and we'll see how it holds. This is kind of its new pattern the past few days, and on Monday we'll possibly see if it maybe validates the support, continues up, or what the moves will look like. It has this consistent left to right pattern that we might be able to play at market open on Monday. If you guys want to join me, again, StockMate is the second link in the description to join us live. If you want to surround yourself with other traders and investors, that's the place. When it comes to KULR stock, we'll be watching it closely there. Again, no indication of a full recovery, but it is interesting to see it at this previous support. I do imagine that some of their earnings could play a key role. I think they have some new earnings coming up on 4/11 there for Q4. So a little bit later than what you might expect. But if you look at their stock and you take a look at their financials, you could take a look. They're a small market cap, just 294 million. They haven't reported Q4 just yet. Their revenues look pretty good. Their profit margins are increasing. The only thing too is they invest big time in Bitcoin. So that's going to impact their stock, and it has over the past few months. So we'll see how that plays out as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. And again, if you want to see me trade live at market open, second link down below. I'd love to have you there. With that being said, there's over 100 videos. We got hundreds, almost 1,000 videos on YouTube that you can watch as well. If you want to stay up to date with the markets, and I earned your thumbs up, hit that like button. Do consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.